We have the setup for one of the most impactful lake effect events in years, heading towards the lower Great Lakes this weekend. I want to focus on a few areas that are going to get hit exceptionally hard. First up, down in Niagara, we're going to look at quite the gradient if you're heading down the QEW from St. Catharines to Fort Erie or Highway 3 towards Dunnville. Over the course of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that's going to be treacherous. As far as Eastern Ontario, the 401 from Cobourg to Brockville, especially Saturday night, early Sunday, that will be the worst of the travel along the 401. And then into Cottage Country, 69, 11, 6, 10, 21, 27. This is where we have the best chance of seeing over 80 centimeters by the time the weekend wraps up. Some areas we could locally see over 100 centimeters, especially around the Bruce Peninsula. But the hardest hit area will be down around Buffalo.
Hey folks, so it's been a crazy 3 days. It's been snowing quite a bit. I guess it appears that the winter has come early this year, so I wasn't really sure what to expect. I think they say snow squalls are really hard to forecast, exactly how much we're going to get from them. So expecting a lot. I did go out yesterday. I had to go to Micro HD at a return label printed for Michelle, and I got there, they were closed, so apparently they had a snow day. That is one issue that we have with this town. Most of the people that work here live out of town, so if the highways are closed due to weather, then the stores are closed because there's nobody there to open them. So that kind of took me off a little bit. That's the only reason I went out. So I went and got a coffee and just kind of sat and enjoyed the scenery, I guess you could say, for a little while. So I gotta go out. Well, I don't have to go out today, but I came out today to start cleaning up. It was supposed to be, it's Sunday now. This started Friday. It's now Sunday. We're on day 3. And it was supposed to stop this morning. It's kind of, it's like really light snow right now, but when I look at the radar, it's still there. Snow squall's still above us. And I got looking at the precipitation forecast over the next few hours, and it looks like it's pretty consistent up until 9 o'clock, which is going to be an issue. Because I asked Zach if he's going to work tonight. He's not sure yet. He'll make that judgment call when the time comes. He leaves for work at 8 p.m. And, well, I can't clean this up. I can't get the blower out here with this car here. And I mentioned that before. Once it starts snowing, it's going to be an issue because he's working different hours now. And I can't do this driveway with this car here. So that's going to be a fun thing. So what I'm going to do today, thankfully, up to this point anyways, we barely got a foot of snow. I can deal with it. It's like a normal snowstorm for us. Snowmobilers are happy. So this is like a normal snowstorm for us, so it's not that bad. It's nothing major. It's just too early. I'm not ready to start this crap yet. But, it's here. Gotta deal with it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take the shovel. I'm just gonna clean a little bit. Maybe just this side of his car. Just to get a start on it. And then if he does go to work tonight, then, I gotta clean this up. Snowblower's up there on the shelf. If you can hear me. As I still haven't cleaned up the garage, and I really got to get this cleaned up. I gotta clean the back corner so I can get the ES950 back in the corner where it's supposed to be, and I can move the monster back, and then put the welder back under the shelf, clean up the garbage. I haven't really separated. I've just been throwing everything in the corner here. I'll stick this back in the back corner where it was. I still gotta take that apart. And then clean up my tools. Hang my trailer back up. It's just stuff that should have been done. I just never had the energy to do. No. So I might go out and get a coffee today. Once I get everything cleaned up, it'll be easier to get the monster out. We'll see. But when I was out yesterday, I pushing through. My batteries just aren't what they're supposed to be. New batteries are 7 months old now. And they never fully woke up, so I'm gonna be really, really cautious this year at how far I go when it's snowing like this. So, but I gotta get the snowblower down off the shelf, get it out, untangle my cord. So if Zach goes to work tonight, then his car will be gone and I'll be able to finish. But that'll be after 8 p.m. so it'll be dark. I'm not even sure if I can put a camera on. This camera here is best in the dark. But I'm not sure if I mount this to the snowblower, if you'll even be able to see anything. I imagine it'll be, with the snow, everything's brighter anyways. The street lights lighting up everything, and if it's still overcast, we'll have the light reflecting off the clouds. That'll also help light things up, but I don't know. We will see. Not sure what to expect at this point in time yet, but I'll find out. So thankfully, we didn't get what Buffalo got. Buffalo, 77 inches. That's over 6 feet of snow. Yikes. That's taller than I am. I would need help with that. There's no way I could dig through that. That's insane.
The first major lake-effect snowstorm of the season has dropped more than 6 feet of snow on parts of western New York, and it's not over yet.
We are hauling snow because so much snow has fallen. There's really no place to put it now. Unfortunately, it looks like more snow is coming.
The snow proving too much for the plows. First responders getting stuck as well.
We're stuck in the snow at Ideal and Ryman en route to the call. You need to be towed? That's a Roger, Chief.
A travel ban put into effect Thursday night, then briefly lifted before being reinstated Friday afternoon. ABC's Matt Rivers in Buffalo.
Well, there was some major new snowfall overnight here in downtown Buffalo. You can see it all on the ground behind me. This after days of unrelenting snow for this region, and yet this system, this storm, still not over yet.
Residents starting to dig out.
I didn't think we were going to get this much snow. It's definitely a little heavier than I was expecting it to be.
Officials warning everyone to be careful as they shovel this wet, heavy snow, confirming at least 2 deaths due to exertion.
You don't need to shovel, especially now. Wait. Try to, if you know you have a cardiac issue, if you have a heart issue, high blood pressure, don't go out there.
Snow also piling up in Michigan. Some areas seeing as much as 2 feet in Kalamazoo County. Slick roads, whiteout conditions leading to this pileup. At least 20 cars involved, including a Michigan State Police SUV. Phil Lipoff, ABC News, New York.
But it kind of makes me wonder. It's like even though I've got a small yard, if you can hear me, I really don't have a lot of place to put the snow, because up to here, this is like Zach's car. Like I said before, this is where I normally blow the snow to, but with his car parked there, that's kind of taken up a lot of it. I got this over here, but I can't really put it there until I'm past the garage here. So, very limited as it is, but it just kind of makes me wonder, you're living in a city like Buffalo, and you get 6 feet of snow, where do you put it? As I know the city takes it away, from the streets or whatever. They get rid of the snowbanks, but on your own property, you got it like our front yard. We got like 10 feet between the house and the sidewalk. It's like, where do you put it, right? That's insane. 77 inches. That's over 6 feet of snow. I'm not even going to try to do the math on how many centimeters that is. Like I say, that's taller than me. I'm 5'9", so that's 3 inches taller than I am. That's a lot. It's just like everybody, when I was out yesterday, everybody's saying, you know, the shoveling, they're saying, this is too soon. Yeah, it's too soon. But this kind of reminds me, year 2000. 2000, winter of 2000-2001. It started snowing the beginning of November, somewhere near the beginning, not November 1st, but somewhere near the beginning of November. And it snowed every day till Christmas. And it wasn't constant. Like, there were days where you got heavy snow, there were days it was just light flurries, which is what it's looking like today. But every day we got something. Every day until Christmas, and we had 6 feet of snow, but that was over, 2 months, right? So to get all that at once, that's insane. But thankfully, I was living in an apartment in the back of a store, and my yard was a 4-foot square concrete pad. That's all I had to keep clear. Everything else was taken care of by the town, so that was nice. I kind of missed that because I had to take care of what's here now. But thankfully, we don't have a lot. We just got this little bit of a driveway here, and then the walkway up to the house. That's could be worse. It could be a lot worse. That's the most snow I've ever seen, and I hope, as long as I'm in charge of cleaning up after it, I hope I never see that again. But I guess I should get started. Get this done. And maybe go for a coffee or something if I can get the monster out, no problem. And see if Seth goes to work tonight or not. Because I don't want to just shovel everything. I don't want to go all around this car with the shovel. It's going to be a lot of work. And it's not too bad. It's kind of wet snow. It's not heavy wet snow like we usually get with the squalls, but it is just fairly heavy. It's fairly damp, so it's going to be heavy to lift with the shovel anyways. So anyways, let's get started.
Christmas, 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 Christmas all the time. Christmas, 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 Christmas all the time. The sound of the bells, the widening roofs, the kids in the playground, the Mr. Snowball, sweet smell of cake. We're riding the sleigh. Oh, finally Christmas is here now again. Don't you love the lights? The night that's so bright. The crowd in the streets never been so right. What a joy when it's Christmas with your family close. Perfect time for a toast and for singing along. Christmas, 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 Christmas all the time. Christmas, 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 Christmas all the
Definitely not ready for this yet. Break down already.
The sound of the bells, the widening roofs, the kids in the playground, the Mr. Snowball, sweet smell of cake. We're riding the sleigh. Oh, finally Christmas is here now again. Don't you love the lights? The night that's so bright. The crowd in the streets never been so right. What a joy when it's Christmas with your family close. Perfect time for a toast and for singing along. Christmas, 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 Christmas all the time. 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 Christmas, 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 Christmas all the time.
When winter time strikes and windows are icy, I look out and I see a magical, fantastic land of snow. I'm rushing outside, the sun and the blue sky, completely seduced by a magical, fantastic land of frozen light. Snow everywhere I go. Snow, winterland, hello. I love it so. Oh, 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 oh. This magical, fantastic land of snow. Snow everywhere I go. Snow, winterland, hello. I love it so. Oh, 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 oh. This magical, fantastic land of snow. And about 10 o'clock, time for a break in a log hut. A nice cup of hot chocolate with sugar cream and marshmallows on top. Then back to the snow. We're building a snowman right here in his homeland. A magical, fantastic winter wonderland. Snow everywhere I go. Snow, winterland, hello. I love it so. Oh, 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 oh. This magical, fantastic land of snow. Snow everywhere I go. Snow, winterland, hello. I love it so. Oh, 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 oh. This magical, fantastic land of snow. Skiing, sledding, racing, up and down the hill. How I love to play around in the snow. Snow everywhere I go. Snow, winterland, hello. I love it so. Oh, 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 oh. This magical, fantastic land of snow. Snow everywhere I go. Snow, winterland, hello. I love it so. Oh, 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 oh. This magical, fantastic land of snow. This magical, fantastic land of snow.
So it turns out Zach had a snow day. So he never went into work, which meant I never came out to finish cleaning up. So it's the next day now. I have no energy. I'm really concerned now, because there's a lot of snow out here that needs to be cleaned up, and I ain't got anything. And it's just the start. It's really early, but it's just the start. So I don't know what to look forward to. I've got the garage mostly cleaned up now. I do have the snowblower out. I don't know if you can see it. I did get it out. I got everything mostly organized. That's all I got done. So I'm ready, but I was going to come out today and just do what I can around his car. I can't do this side of his car because I don't want to shoot rocks at it. This time of year, when the first few snows, it picks up gravel until there's a nice hard frozen base. And I just don't want to be firing rocks at his car, so it's always better to do it when he's not here, because then the whole driveway's open and everything's good to go. But I'll do the other side. Unfortunately, I just didn't have the energy to do it today, and it's right at the freezing mark right now. I don't know if it was above. It's 4:30-ish. Oh, I was out longer than I thought. It's almost 5 now, so the temperature's dropping, so I don't know if it was above freezing, but everything's slushy and wet, so the snowblower's not going to like going through that anyways. So, and it's going to be way too heavy for me to shovel it. So, it ain't going to get done likely. I forgot to mention, somebody did come to get Zach's car, the white one that's in the way. And they shoveled out, and it sat for so long. The parking brake seized on, so they had to get it back far enough that somebody could tow it out from there. It's just too far from the road right now for them to get at, so it's going to sit there till spring. So you try to get rid of it. That kind of sucks. So I got looking at the forecast. There's a lot of above freezing days coming up. There's also a lot of snow in the forecast. So it's possible this might melt anyways. Like I say, it's just too soon to have this much snow. So chances are it's going to melt. But how much is going to melt? You know, considering as it's melting, you'll have more snow added to it. So wait and see, I guess. See what happens. But for now, it's just I can't do it, and that really concerns me because this is just starting. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But for now, it's not going to get touched. I guess that's it. No snowblower video yet. I'm sure that'll come later. I guess